Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Healing Goodbyes. We are on day 9. Thank you for being here with me. Day 9. So, before I get to my reflect and release, I'll go back here. That was just from me writing day 9 on the top of my page. So I would like to start by reading the scripture. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is gaining some perspective on their healing and feeling good about what you are doing and this journey that you have begun to embark on. So just hope that your heart is feeling well, feeling good, that emotions are coming up, but that you're able to do the healing exercise after your reflect and release, and praying for you that the healing exercise is bringing you some comfort. And I just want to let you know that we're in this together. You can do this. Keep going. I'm here for it all until the end of this journey. And even after the end, use this journal to reflect, to see how far you've came when you need a little bit of strength. The work that you have done through these pages, I pray that it gives you the strength you need and blesses your life. So today's scripture is from Jeremiah 29:11, NIV. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in a future. Wow, that's comforting. Plans to prosper you. Plans to give you a hope in a future. So I say, put your life in God's hands. Let Him guide you. Let Him show you the purposes that He made you for. Let Him illuminate your path so that He can guide you to your destiny. I have more writing to do, even on my healing goodbye. I always like to go back as well. Like, I can write a little bit, and sometimes I just sit and do more of that soul work and look deep within. And then when I can look deep within, I can begin to write more. So I'm going to turn the page. Let's do our reflect and release together. What indicators did you previously disregard that contributed to the current distress you're experiencing? What strategies are you devising to safeguard yourself from such situations in the future? So 2 parts there. I like that these questions, that these reflect and release has more than one part. I like that it really helps you go deep and dive into your work of healing, your work of reflecting, so you can release and get all that you need to glean from the exercise. So, what indicators? So think about what was happening around you during this time. So we like to call them red flags. Yes, red flags. So what red flags were there? What indicators? So I'm calling them indicators. I'm gonna leave red flags where they're at, although we know that's what they are. I just try and keep it positive, and even the things that you vision and healing, you don't want to see red flags. So what indicators did you previously disregard? Okay, because whether it be someone telling us about something that we're getting ready to get into, a business, a relationship, a marriage, a partnership deal, business, going to a specific school or a job, or so many things that we could be healing from and saying goodbye to. What indicators were there? That sometimes we say, I'm not going to listen to that. I'm going to experience it for myself. And we say, experience is the best teacher. I say experience teaches you, but I'm not going to always say that, saying that it's the best teacher. Because sometimes if we could just listen to another person's story or see their example, you can learn a lot from that. You can save yourself from a lot of heartache, and pain, honestly. So I would say it's okay to experience things, but what was someone saying to you? What did you see? What did you know in your know, that embarking on that particular road was going to bring you a little bit of distress? So on this page, take the time to write down the things that you saw. Okay? So what indicators did you previously disregard that contributed to the current distress you're experiencing? Now, I would say what I would do with this page, I would put a line down the middle of this page, so that it looks something like, let's see what color here I want to use. My purple. Love purple. So I would kind of put a line down, kind of down the middle of that heart. And on one side, I would write what was those indicators. So you can write over here, indicators. And then on this side, I will write strategies. Okay? So, what was something that you saw? Maybe it was a person not following through on something that they told you they were going to do. So here I will put, so do we call them lies? So I would say, unfulfilled unfilled words. See, I like to call things what they are, but also for me, I like to focus on the positive. I have to, like, for me, I have to use positive words and see the positive, even though I know what it is. Um, I just like to stay in a positive frame of mind. Put it that way. So unfulfilled, unfilled. So unfulfilled, you can say that. Unfulfilled words. Um, what's a strategy for that? So if you know a person said to you, hey, I'm going to help you with that project, or I'll be there at noon, never show up, call you, hey, I got caught up, and here it goes again. So what strategy can you use for that? So the saying of when a person show you who they are, believe them. But, you have a little mercy and grace with a person. So if they don't show up for you that first time, be like, oh, you know, especially if it's like a close friend and somebody you really know their character. Um, but for some reason, they show you something different later on. So here it goes again, and they say, hey, I'll be there, blah blah blah, XYZ time, and they don't show up. So what strategy can you use when a person do that to you? Do you say one strike you're out? um, we have to really think about the barriers that we put up when it comes to relationships. I like to, again, extend a little mercy and grace to people, because you never know to what a person is going through, but they want to really try and be there for you, but they can't. So I'm able to extend just a little bit of mercy and grace. But if it's something that you repeatedly do to me, so I have to have a strategy for that. I have to cover my heart. So I would say, you don't fulfill your word to me. Okay, so that next time when you say, hey, I'll be there, I think I'll have to blankly say to the person, hey, don't don't tell me you're gonna be there. So let's not go there, because we've been down this road. You said you was. Hey, maybe you got good intentions, but better yet, maybe you should just, well, we like to say, call before you come. um, so it show up. How about that? Or let's figure out another way you can show up in my life for me, or another way you can help me. But this right here, this is not working. So don't say that to me. Like, we can clearly just tell a person, you know, blatantly, that's not this. So that's a strategy. Um, being able to speak up immediately, stopping a person in their path. That's, hey, we've been down this road. Uh, so there's quite a lot of indicators you can have. It just depends on your situation. I can finish this page. Like I told you, I like to do some mindfulness things and really sit back and think and come back. I can do some in a moment, but I can reflect on things as I release them. Sometimes releasing is a process. So if I have to sit with myself for a minute and say, okay, visually see, that's what that was. And be able to say, yeah, that was an indicator. Hey, but next time I'm going to put this in place for that. So I encourage you to do that. And here, for the healing goodbye exercise, which I say I like to kind of sit with things, it says take a nature walk. Take walks in nature to reconnect with the world around and gain perspective. Reflect on your walk here. So during your walk, think about what indicators were there. What you're going to do to cover yourself in that situation. So I'm coming back to this because I'm going to plan my nature walk this week. So I'll be able to come back to day 9 and reflect. And I encourage you to get out and take your walk. I am going to do my walk. When I begin my walk, the area, whatever, I would just want to, take you on a little walk with me. And just to show you different some places that, of nature that you can surround yourself. Hey, you might have plants in your home, around your home. You might have nature, so many things. Hey, you might want to go just sit by a tree. Take a walk to a tree and sit by it. I know it's winter time right now and you don't want to do, too much sitting outside or wherever you're at. You could be in a warm place. So take a walk. And I would like to end with that. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yeah, go heal yourself. Take a walk. Reflect and release. Thank you. Bye.